Kind of a plain backdrop, I know. I just got to my new apartment in Colorado, haven't unpacked anything yet. Nothing's really in the room. I'm sure there's an echo coming through this mic, so I apologize for any audio that's out of the norm. But I did manage to grab the last package on my way out of town. Mailman was passing when I was leaving, and I got the new release from Meremeta Fragrances called Moja. Stay tuned. So none of my stuff is unpacked, but I did put this in my duffel bag. So I knew when I got here, I was gonna wanna do a first impressions on it. So I held off, got all the details on the fragrance. Let's talk about it. So quick little word from Meremeta Fragrances I just wanna share with you. So Moja is a Swahili word meaning one single or first in line. Meremeta Moja contains the first notes Meremeta blended. However, it took several years of formulating to make it perfect. Okay, that's pretty cool. And the top notes on this one are bergamot and pear. The mid is iris and lavender. Iris. Base notes of vetiver, cedar, other woods, and clean white musk. So this did come along with the fragrance. Spray it and see how it smells, shall we? So, nice wide mist. I do have an atomizer. Interesting. That's very musky, actually. At least out in the air, and very aromatic too. Wow. Okay, this is unique. This is very unique. Like I was going to say before I sprayed it, I do have a similar size decant of Le Lava, which I swear smells like lemon bars. I love that fragrance. I've put a dent in that one down to about there. I forgot what size this is. This is definitely more than 10 ml. I'm gonna say this is a 15 ml. But I gotta tell you right off the top, there's a lot of musk. It's a bit more animalic of a musk, even though it says clean musk. It's a little animalic to me. I'm getting a lot of pear, iris, and lavender. And it's not a lipsticky, like makeup bag, waxy kind of iris. It's an in-your-face flower iris, very floral. But the way the lavender is mixing, it's extremely aromatic, but it's not soapy, at least in the opening. It's not coming off soapy at all. I do get a little bit of citrus in the background. I'm guessing it's the bergamot, but it's not just jumping out at me as bergamot, but I'm getting a big dose of pear, like I'm sniffing an actual freshly, cut and sliced pear is what it smells like. And that musk is really jumping out at me. Interesting fragrance. Because Le Lava was unique in the fact that I never smelled another fragrance that smelled like a lemon bar. Beautiful, and I say it in the most endearing way possible when I say lemon bar. With this, for it having such a dominant iris note, it's very masculine with the way the musk is done. And just the way the blend is coming off, I get a little bit of vetiver. It is starting to get a little bit soapier as it's starting to calm down. I mean, I don't know if you're able to see the shine on my hand. It's not too heavy of an oil shine, but it's definitely plenty of oil. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of the pear, a little bit of vetiver starting to come in. Lavender and iris and musk dominant with the pear. That's the four notes that are just jumping out at me. I can tell easily that that's what those are. It's not coming off as juicy this or floral that. It smells like iris. Definitely a lot of lavender. I'm getting a little bit of vetiver. That musk is very dominant. How much is it going to change? Is it going to be nuanced? I'm not sure. But in this first impression, it is starting to change slightly, but not drastically. There's a slight woodiness that's starting to take over. The bergamot seems like it's faded already because I'm not really getting much citrus at all. I'm still getting the pear, but it's not coming off with that sharp, bitter citrus that that bergamot's known for. It's gone. It was like there for 1 minute. And I find the iris is starting to become a little bit more powdery, and it's not as Like it had a kind of a rough edge in the opening. This was a bit in your face, well, in my face when I first sprayed it, and it's calming down quite a bit. It's really starting to settle in beautifully. And it's getting softer. It's dense. It's coming off my skin very, very easily. If it's anything like Le Lava, it's gonna have 8 to 12 hours longevity depending on your skin. I get about 10 hours of Le Lava. I don't know what oil concentration he went with on Moja. This is getting better by the moment. Yeah, that iris is much more floral and powdery at this point, whereas it just smelled like I walked up to an iris flower and smelled the direct flower, the flesh of the petal type of thing, and that musk was really in my face. And the musk is still there, but it's calmed down quite a bit. It doesn't have that rough animalic edge that I had in the opening. This is getting really good, really fast. This is probably gonna be my scent of the day. When you see this video, it will be Sunday morning. I'm recording it Saturday night. I'm probably gonna wear this Sunday. Moja, Meremeta Fragrances. Great release, unique. The note breakdown would lead you to believe that it's not some off-the-wall fragrance, and it's not off the wall. It's not a challenging fragrance, but it doesn't seem like something that you've smelled before. Like there's aspects of it that you've smelled before, obviously, and you'll pick out certain things. This kind of smells like this kind of smells like that is what's gonna be rolling around in your head if you're anything like me. But it's definitely doing its own thing. It's very well blended. It was very easy to detect certain things up top, but as it's calming down, it's nuancing a bit more to where the iris is standing out even more. The woods are starting to stand out even more as well. This is becoming more my type of fragrance because I really love a good iris fragrance. And man, this smells like a great iris fragrance. Moja, Meremeta Fragrances. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that first impressions. I'm loving the way this thing smells. As it dries, it's getting better and better, as a great fragrance should. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you were anticipating this release and already knew about it? How many of you have Lava from Meremeta Fragrances? That's a great one too. And until next time, I will say, if you get Moja from Meremeta and you give it a spray now, I'm starting to think you might thank me later. This is smelling pretty good. Have a good one, guys.